All right.
Okay.
How are you? Good?
Good.
Good? All right, so I'm gonna start this off with a question. I just wanna know, how many S chassis have you owned?
Total?
Yeah, total.
I've had 3 S14s, 4 actually.
Just S14s?
Just
4
S14s,
of them.
yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
And then the list goes on.
Yes, I've had 3 S13 hatches, and that's it. Yeah, I actually haven't had any coupes. So it's 4 S14s, 5, 6, 7, 7 total.
7 S chassis.
Yes.
You have like a S chassis obsession.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good. Also, you're parked in a row of S chassis. Like, you just found your friends, I guess.
Yes. These are my people.
These are your kind. These are your people.
Mm-hmm.
So what made you want to build this one?
Well, I've always had kind of like, I guess you could say, simple OEM Plus builds, and I was like, I want to do something different. I want wide body. I want to go all in. So when I got this car, I had to do something, you know, that I've never done before. So full Spirit Rei kit, and yeah, it's completely different than anything I've ever owned. So.
How was the condition of the car when you first got it?
It was pretty good. The kit, it had some like busted up random kit on it when I bought it, and it was already stateside. I got it in West Virginia. It was imported by Japanese Classics originally. I didn't buy it from them though, so I went and got it from him. Yeah, I mean, the kit was pretty messed up, but overall it was pretty solid.
So was it pretty modified when you got it?
No, barely at all.
Was it rusty at all?
A little, yeah. The quarter panels had some rust on them, but overall, the body's pretty clean. So I guess that worked out as well because we could just cut that out, you know, when we did the over fenders. So we just cut the rust out, but it was pretty minor overall, and had some really loud blast pipes, like a straight pipe on it, and it was ridiculously loud. But I drove it all the way home from West Virginia to Georgia with no problems.
Okay, so you're based in Georgia.
Yes.
So how did you actually get the kit? Did you have to order it from Japan, or how did you actually get it?
Yeah. Yep. So ordered it from Japan. I believe Spirit Rei, they're made to order. So it took about 4 to 6 months to get everything. And originally I ordered it. I didn't get the diffuser kit with it because I thought I was going to try it without it, but the diffusers definitely complete the car in my opinion.
Yeah, it looks great.
As soon as I got the kit on, I was like, I need the diffuser, so I ordered them too originally.
How did it fit then?
Oh, perfect. Amazingly. There was like no modifications really needed to it. You can see that the fenders, you know, normally like an origin fender, right? Mm-hmm. You would see it cut off here.
Right.
It would end up right here, or maybe you would have to like mold it here this way. This came as one whole piece entirely.
I really, really like that.
Yeah.
I love that look. And also, did they come with like a little add-on piece for the fuel filler?
Yes. You can opt to have it sunken in, but I got the cap so that it would be flush with the panel.
I think it looks good. So,
thank you.
What else comes with the kit? It's the over fender, the rear bumper.
The rear bumper. It comes with the set. So just the kit without the diffusers. It's over fender, rear bumper, the side skirts.
Mm-hmm. And then the diffuser is this part that goes under. Okay.
Yes. And then you have the fender.
Uh-huh.
And the front bumper.
Fender. and front bumper.
That's the full kit, and then Spirit Rei.
So, 2 questions. How many of them are actually in the U.S.?
Spirit Rei kits?
Yeah. Have you seen any other builds in the U.S.?
Yeah, they're all coupes. So I know there's hatches. I know they exist, but I just don't know of them personally.
But what made you want to choose this kit over any other kit? There's just so many available. This is like the blank canvas car. Everybody makes awesome things for the S13 or 180SX. And what made you want to choose this over any other kit?
I do, because you're right. There are a lot of aftermarket manufacturers that make really cool stuff, you know. And it was really hard because originally I was thinking about Car Modify Wonder. I wanted to do a full glare kit, but you know, I just found Spirit Rei, and I think I just really like the simplicity of it. And a lot of people bring that up. They say, you know, they look at it and they're like, oh, I didn't even realize it had over fenders on it, because I think that's their whole vision. It's called a Miyabi kit, which is just simple elegance, and I think that's so cool because less is more, and they just killed it with that. I didn't want to be too, I don't know how you put it, like just aggressive. So I think it worked out really well.
Well,
Yeah.
and honestly, you chose the most subtle color possible too. It's all black, but it's absolutely beautiful. The paint is amazing. Who
Thank you.
actually did this paint work?
My friend Brandon. He did everything. He molded the rear quarters. He did so much to it. The kit fit well as it was coming, so it made his job easy there. But molding the rear quarters, it took him months to do it the right way because he pulled all the glass out, all the trim, everything came off of it. But yeah, my friend Brandon Morton did everything for me, and he did an amazing job because it was his first time actually molding rear fenders like that. So yeah,
It looks
which is
great.
crazy, right?
It's like glass. It's pretty incredible. I mean, black, I feel like is probably one of the hardest to paint because it looks like a
Absolutely.
mirror, right?
Yeah, and that's what he was saying. He cut and butt. That was like the main reason why the car took so long, is because he had to cut it and buff it multiple times. He said he used, you know, a clear that was just super high gloss, and as you can see, it is like a mirror. On sunny days, it'll reflect the sky and it'll look blue, and yeah.
It's got to
So
be
he
pretty
did
tough for you to
amazing.
keep clean.
Oh yes, definitely. It's kind of a little bit of a nightmare, but it's going to get ceramic coated, so it won't be as bad after that. But yeah, definitely, it shows everything.
Why black then? Why did you want to go for that look?
Black's definitely the best color on a vehicle, in my opinion. It just looks so. Just mean. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good way to explain it.
Yeah.
So tell me about your wheel and tire setup. Why'd you want to go with the Equips?
So Equips, I found these. They were in Charlotte. They were already built. It worked out really well, right? Because they were on his R32, and I saw these, and I was like, this is exactly what I want. The satin black faces, and then you have the gloss black lip here. I was like, this is exactly what I want for this car. So I went and picked them up, and I had to rebuild the fronts because they were too big. He had them on his GTR, right? So I had to rebuild the fronts, but the rears already fit perfectly. It was like, it was meant to be. So that's why I went with Equips, because they kind of just fell into my lap. But I'm probably gonna do other wheels later on and just swap them out when I want to.
You've gone over the top with the blacking out. I mean, the black wheels, the black lips, the black Z32 brakes,
Yeah.
black lug nuts, black hardware, everything. That's super cool.
Thanks.
I love that. So on the outside, did you guys have to restore anything else? Or did you get these taillights from Japan?
I did not. So I had them made for me by a guy on Instagram.
He custom makes?
He does, yeah. He custom makes them. These are just eBay housings, and he completely recreated them with the hearts for me. Yeah, he did a pretty good job on those. I like them. But
And then you have matching corner lamps in the front too?
So to be honest with you about the taillights, I also like the OEM ones.
Right.
The cookies. So I'll swap them out when I feel like.
I like it though. It
wanna
kind of
go.
fits the theme that you're going for.
So Shada Rock made these for me, and yeah, he's phenomenal, definitely. So it's not the same people that made the lights. This is Shada Rock.
It's cool though. It matches.
They
I
do.
love it. Can we take a look at the engine bay?
Yeah. So it's got its factory blacktop SR20, light bolt-on mods, just HKS blow-off valve, and then you have the Greddy front mount. It's just
pretty
super solid.
clean, for its age. That's kind of the main thing.
Yeah, and the plan is, right now, I have limited time. I'm in the military, so I'm always out of the country constantly, back and forth. So I don't want the car to be down too long. If I take the engine out to do a full, which is the plan, to take the engine out and do like a full refresh on it, and the SR20 is going to stay in there. It's just so perfect and dialed in. I'm not going to do anything with it unless if it, blows up or something. But right now, so that's the plan. Take it out, do a full refresh, but it's going to have to wait until I have more time while I'm actually in the country.
Right. So were you stationed overseas or anything?
No, I have not been stationed overseas. Just been on TDY, like small, just mini deployments over there, but I've never actually been stationed in Japan or anywhere like that, so.
But is that how I don't know, I'm assuming, but how did you get into JDM cars in the first place?
I don't know. I mean, it just kind of like fell into my lap. Like I was surrounded by them in my hometown. I knew people that had S chassis and, were into modifying them. So of course being around that made me want to, get into myself. And Super Straight magazines too, D-Sport magazines, that was also cool, Once I saw the cars, I would like read the magazines and see all the cool builds and option.
Right.
Yeah.
What people don't realize is Atlanta is just such a big hub for JDM car culture for whatever reason.
Yeah.
We have a lot of friends there, like our friends at CoreWorks, they hold it down. We did a meet there last year, and it was so many awesome cars showed up.
I almost made it. I was on the way and I got caught in traffic.
Well, maybe we'll do it again, and then you can come and
I hope so.
bring this car. So did you actually drive all the way down from Georgia?
Yes.
In this?
Yes.
With this ride height?
Yes. Yes. Absolutely.
You are crazy. Very dedicated and crazy.
Yes.
So that is... Do you hit any big potholes or anything on the way down?
I mean, I tend to avoid them pretty well, but sometimes if you can't avoid them, you just have to hit them. But everything's just so dialed in perfectly. It doesn't rub or scrub or anything. So I hit it and I move on from it,
Yeah, because it's static. Did you put these coilovers on, or did it come with?
Yeah, I put the coilovers on. So Gecko coilovers.
So clean. That's all I can kind of say. This whole car is clean from the outside all the way to the inside. What have you done to the interior?
So I have obviously the obvious, my Vertex wheel, and then my Confetti Recaros, which are undoubtedly some of the best seats ever. They're so comfortable.
It's so nice. So did you get these used or?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. They're pretty much all original. They've got a small little hole right here, but otherwise they're in pretty good condition. So yeah, I got them used, and they're just so comfortable. And that's kind of the whole thing with this car too, right? I wanted to keep it simple. So the interior, I thought about doing a half cage with it, doing the Street Faction door cards, but I was like, less is more, right? That's the whole thing. So I'm gonna keep it the way it is. I might try to find a crackless dash for it to get, the dash cover out, but otherwise I'm really happy with how it is right now.
Yeah, it looks great. It's so simple, very clean.
Thank you.
Also, it's functional right now because there's a lot of room.
Yes, as you can see,
yeah,
I'm obviously driving it down here, so I have my luggage back there. So, but when you fold the seats down, you can fit so much back there. So it's really nice.
I just love all the little touches.
Thank you.
The subway handle, shift knob, just the little things that kind of make it your own.
Thank you so much.
What a great build. Thank you so much for showing us this build.
Anytime, yeah.
All right, so now that we've featured pretty much all the best S chassis here at LZ Invitational, we're gonna keep shooting. We're gonna keep shooting drifting. We're gonna keep shooting awesome things. What do you think, Tyler?
This is not my favorite car here. I really like the rotary car, but this is just so personalized, and it's got the Spirit Rei kit. It's beautiful.
It is awesome. I think you probably built the coolest street car here. This thing is just so cool. It's one thing to have a race car with 1,000 horsepower, all that stuff, but it's another thing to build something for yourself to drive on the street.
Thank you.
How
I'm
many
flattered.
hours? How many hours is it to drive down here from Atlanta?
I'm in Valdosta
Uh-huh.
right now, so it's about 3.5.
Okay, it's
Yeah.
not too bad.
No, it's not. I'd say I feel comfortable about driving it 4 hours. Any more than that, I might trailer it, but otherwise, I've driven it everywhere so far, and it's never had any issues.
So cool. All right. See you guys in the next video. Hey, thanks for watching. If you want to support us directly, go to larrychenprints.com. I print and sign every single one of these. This is the perfect gift, or it's the perfect piece of art for your wall.